Hello, this is Tabitha Hugdot, and I am going to show you Raz Kids. It's an online tool. It's also an app that can be used on the iPad, and I found out about it actually through my son's school, and he loves it. And the first thing that you do is, I'm obviously on a Mac, so you just go into your internet browser, which I use Firefox. I already clicked up on it, so you don't have to see my messy desktop. And we just log in with his teacher's login. And he is in first grade and has that memorized. So it's a pretty easy thing to remember. And these are the students in his class, and he is right here. So I will click on him, and there's a few things on this screen. For every area, which I'll go into that later, that you finish, you get points for that. He's currently on level C, working towards level D. I think this is great right here. It shows them their progress, shows them where they are right here and where they need to be to get to the next level, and he understands that. He loves to work towards other levels. He just passed another level, so excited, talked about it for 3 days. He had pretty much his own little party for himself. So that's obviously a huge motivator. This just shows what he's done. He's listened to 15 books. He's read by himself 3 books, and he's taken 33 tests. So we need to work on this. Listening to 15, taking 33. I'm not quite sure about that. And then if you go into your assignment, this is him. He's on level C. Check marks are books that he's listened to this one, and he's quizzed on this one, but he has not gone through it with just the words and read it himself. And we'll go through this book right here, and you just clicked on it. Very simple. Gets it set up, tells you it's loading. And it's loaded. And right here on this screen you can see a few things. One thing I love is that you indeed can record yourself doing it. I think that's great for kids to listen to themselves. We work on reading with expression, and that's something I know that is pretty important skill for kids in reading, so they can listen to themselves. We'll go in and read the book, and this is what it sounds like, but this is what it looks like, excuse me, when you are just clicking through the book. And what I like is that if they have trouble with a word,
woman,
they can click on it.
duck,
and they go through, and usually we sit down, we'll read these together. I like him to, and he got points. You earn 50 stars for reading a book. I like him to listen to it first, which I think this is a great tool. And in books there is animation, so it kind of keeps their busy eyes, busy minds looking at the screen.
Get In, written by Vic Moores, illustrated by Maria Flores. Can the boy get in? Yes, he can. Can the girl get in? Yes, she can. Can the man get in? Yes, he can.
So I think it's nice that they can watch the book with animation, and I feel like that draws them into it more. I know in the classroom when I do tumble books or book flicks, my kids love it. It's they love the animation. So the next step would be to read it by himself, and then there's a quiz. And I'll just show you what that looks like. Okay, so what I really like as a feature is that if you click,
read this sentence. The girl can get in. What is the opposite of in?
so when you click on it, it reads it to you.
On. Out.
Correct.
Which animal gets
Which
in the pool?
animal gets in the pool? A duck. A pig. All of these animals. A duck.
I'm sorry. There's a better answer.
Okay, so it's encouraging them, not saying you're wrong, it's saying there is a better answer, which I really like, and I think from the beginning was really good. And, you know, these relate back to the book.
The boy.
That's right. No, that's not right.
The girl.
Oops, wrong answer. You have 2 right answers. Read the book again. Be a thoughtful reader and think about what the words say. Then, take the quiz again.
So I like that it tells them, you know, you need to go back, you need to think about what you're reading. And I know just as a parent, we struggle with this a lot in the beginning. And I think at home, for some parents, it can be frustrating. They don't necessarily know the techniques, maybe, or they just don't feel like they have. You know, they're not saying the right things. But I think this is a good reminder for the kids to go back and not just read the book, but actually think about what they're reading. Okay, so then if we click go back home, where are they? There are books. Book room. If you go in here, these are the different levels, obviously. If you click on leveled books, there's leveled books, Spanish leveled books, nursery rhymes, poetry books, song books, and trade book quizzes. I think that's awesome. And there's a place for parents to register. You can see reports on what your child is reading, and the parents can register and get emails about this. And I don't actually have this in my classroom. I really, really, really want it. And I'm going to try to sell my director. And I think anyone who does have it, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there's a tracking system, obviously on the parents' end. Or on the teacher's end, excuse me, and $59.95 to $79.95. I think that's reasonable. And here it has you can do running records. There's the mobile app, like I told you about. We like to use the mobile app in our house. There's, like I said, the parent access. There's summer materials. There's video libraries of training, which is huge for teachers. Everyone says, I don't have time for this. I don't have time to learn something new. And this is your opportunity to learn it through a video. I learn a ton through videos. Hundreds of, additional books and quizzes. They're giving you, I feel like they're giving you so much stuff here. And I think this would be a great tool in every classroom to see what your kids are learning and to give them another opportunity to listen to reading. I know in my classroom I read a ton and they read to each other, but I think this is just something in addition to that. And it kind of connects the classroom to home. They can do this in the classroom, and it's also simple to do it at home. And I think it would help families who I feel like they're running out of time. I know personally, I always feel like our reading at night is kind of rushed because it's 8 o'clock and we need to be in bed at 8 o'clock, and we kind of rush through books. And sometimes I forget to question and ask questions. And if you can just do this for 30 minutes a day or 20 minutes a day, you're getting that little bit of extra reading, listening to reading, reading to self, and then the comprehension questions. If you guys have any other questions, you can let me know and I'll try to answer them. In the meantime, I'll be trying to convince my director to buy this.